When you move into a new home, there are some things that you got to do, such as updating your utility information, changing your address, letting the friends and family know where they should send those Christmas cards each year. But if you're moving across country and you want to fit in, be as much of a local as possible while still maintaining that cool heritage or that cultural background that you have, but not sticking out like a sore thumb, there's some quick, easy things that you can do, such as changing that license plate as soon as possible. You know, we love people from all over the place, but having that Californian license plate for, months and months, you kind of just stick out like a sore thumb. Otherwise, you could also potentially change that phone number. 661, 805, here, those California phone numbers, or 847, that Chicago phone number. You don't necessarily have to, because it's the beautiful thing that calling within the nation, you really don't necessarily have to change your phone number anymore. You can keep that, but if you want that 970 phone number that is related to Fort Collins and Steamboat, you can actually get that changed, and when you call into people, they say, hey, somebody from Fort Collins is calling me. Possibly minimize the bigger in Texas shirts that you might wear or the other state-friendly shirts, but of course, maintain that heritage. Now, we can't really help you with those accents, so sorry, folks from the South or folks from the Northeast. If you're coming at me and you're saying, no ma Garcia para, you just can't change it very easily. But there are some things that I can help you with to not stick out so much if you're talking to local residents. So today's video, we are going to talk about some commonly misspoken words from out-of-towners here in Fort Collins. And the last one is going to be used heavily. So definitely stick around, figure out how and what that sounds like when you're talking to to folks here in town. But otherwise, really look forward to showing you guys how to say some things that are here local here in Fort Collins. What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services here in Fort Collins. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if what you're looking at doing is learning everything Northern Colorado. Eat, sleep, play, how to pronounce some of the things here in town. Otherwise, at the end of the video, if you've enjoyed the content, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, comment, maybe even shared it with a friend. And as much as we like making these real estate videos, we are licensed real estate agents, helping people move from all over the country. So please give me a call, text, email, whatever it is. I've got your back when it comes to everything Northern Colorado. Without any further delay, let's jump into today's video, how to pronounce some Fort Collins terms. All right, enjoy. All right, we're gonna start off kind of with some softballs. The first one's really pretty easy. It's actually where I grew up and that's Warren Lake. Not Warren Lake, not anything like that. It's kind of an easy one, but Warren Lake. Right in the middle of town, one of our basically two lakes that isn't Horsetooth Reservoir, that's kind of in town. Not a pond, but a lake. It is an unmotorized lake, but Warren Lake. And there's also Warren Park. So those are two things that's relatively easy to say, but it is important to say it right. The next one, Lindenmeyer Lake, up north by the country club. Not Lindenmere, not Lindenmeyer, Lindenmeyer Lake. That is going to be, again, up north by Long Pond, by the country club, really quick, easy access to downtown and Old Town. This isn't necessarily Fort Collins, but Centera, the promenade shops at Centera. It's not that difficult to say, but it is good to say it correctly. Lots of good shopping over there, US 34, whether you're going to Loveland or Greeley. But these are some beautiful outdoor shops, good ice rinks, lots of entertainment activities, restaurants, but the promenade shops at Centera. And that entire area, Centera in general, is growing like crazy. So number 3 is Centera. Number 4, Eudora Park. Now, this also has Eudora Pool and Ice Center, epic, and it's something that is in the middle of town, easy to mispronounce, but Eudora Park, number 4. And 5, Timnath, Colorado. Now it's spelled Timnath, so it could easily be pronounced Timnath, but it is Timnath, Colorado. Now, We've got Timnath Middle and High School that is being built, opening fall of 22. And Timnath, Colorado is just growing like crazy. So a lot of people who move to or looking to move into Fort Collins, but either they can't afford or are just looking elsewhere or looking for a lot of new construction, Timnath is a great option. There are a lot of cool things going on in Timnath. Specifically, a buddy of mine just opened up a business, Maker's Bench, in Timnath. So if you're looking at doing some woodworking shop, things like that, head over to Maker's Bench in Timnath, Colorado. All right. We've got two more relatively easy things, easy ones to say, but mispronounced heavily. And one just south of us, a little bit south of Loveland, is Berthoud, Colorado. Not Berthoud, Berthoud, Colorado. Now this too is a small and growing community, home of TPC Colorado, the Tournament Players Club golf course, and it is gorgeous. I've only played there once, but the scenes, the views, Long's Peak right there in Berthoud, Colorado. 287 is a quick, easy way to get there. It's actually the furthest south that I will work. You know, my opinion is Berthoud's market is more dictated off of Fort Collins, and as soon as you get a little bit further south into Longmont, Longmont begins to be dictated a little bit more off of Boulder, which Boulder is a completely different animal than Fort Collins. Just look at the median price points there. So number 6, Berthoud, Colorado, not Berthoud, Berthoud, Colorado. And coming in at probably the most mispronounced term in Fort Collins, and you will hear it all of the time, and people ask, but you can have one leg up if you come in and you immediately say Cache Laputer. Not Cache, not Poudre, but Cache Laputer. We have got this river actually runs through our town. It is a big driver of a lot of different things. Building development, tourism, recreation, people having fun, driving up the Poudre. I just did a video of this. Now, this is Cache Laputer, where the powder was hidden. It was a French term, and what happened in a snowstorm. French trappers hid their powder while a snowstorm came in, which was then termed Cache Laputer. Now, we don't just have that river. We have Poudre High School, Poudre School District. Our entire school district, all elementaries, middle schools, and high schools are in Poudre School District. The Poudre River Trail. There are so many different things that are named after our Poudre River. So coming in from out of state and immediately starting to talk about Poudre High School or Poudre School District or Cache Laputer, people are gonna turn their heads, this person's from out of town. Now that's not a bad thing. One thing I definitely want to suggest is, generally speaking, with all the people that we have moving into town, probably the number one thing that I can say, the majority of them say, is just how nice folks are in town. And now every once in a while you will get an individual that kind of just either has had a bad day, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or just doesn't like out-of-towners and are anti-growth. There are some of those people here. So unfortunately, if you do have one of those interactions, which some of the people have in my comment section, I'm sorry. That is super unfortunate. Hopefully Fort Collins can grow intelligently, keep its culture, its vibrancy. And if you are coming in from out of town, moving to Fort Collins, hopefully you are willing and open to taking on a lot of our culture, our beliefs and values, but bringing your culture, your beliefs and values, and adding to what is such a cool and fun city. But before you give a person the chance to shut off, maybe just have a quick opportunity to know, oh, okay, we're gonna be talking about Poudre High School, not Poudre High School, but Poudre High School. My kids wanna go to the IB program. Where should I send them? Oh, you're gonna send them to the Poudre High School. So hopefully this video has helped you understand just some of the things, how they are pronounced in Fort Collins. And when you get into town, get that license plate changed, consider changing that phone number, minimize the bigger in Texas shirts or other shirts that you might wear with your hometown, or at least until you become ingrained in the community. But that accent, can't help that. A lot of those Southerners, we love those Southern accents, very homey and seems very, very nice and welcoming. But you can absolutely fix or understand how certain things are said here in Fort Collins. So hopefully this video has helped. Everybody, have a great day. Until next time, take care.